Welcome to the Talks with Tony podcast, sponsored by BASF Formulation and Performance Additives North America. I'm Tony Moy, a technical specialist with BASF Formulation and Performance Additives. Today, I'm joined here by several colleagues, Erin Moore, a North American marketing manager for additives, and John Mangano, who is also a technical specialist for additives. The goal of this podcast series is to not only talk about our technologies, but to also provide information to help listeners get the most out of them through our tools and insights from our team experts. I'm here to facilitate today's discussion, but I want to first let Erin and John introduce themselves and our topic for today.
Thanks, Tony. And hello, everyone. My name is Erin Moore. As Tony mentioned, I am the marketing manager for BASF Formulation and Performance Additives here in North America. I have been with BASF for about 3 years, a little over 3 years, and I support our business development and customer engagement with BASF Additives along our current portfolio offerings, as well as innovation and through marketing communications. I am excited to be here. Thank you so much, Tony, and I am happy to introduce our new digital tool, Lab Assistant.
John?
Thank you. Thank you, Tony and Erin. Good day. I am John Mangano, and I serve as the technical support specialist with the BASF Formulation and Performance Additives business, focusing on the architectural market. I've spent my career in the coatings industry and have over 40 years of experience, the past 14 years in this role with BASF. It is my pleasure to help introduce our new online platform, Lab Assistant, which will aid in identifying ingredients for use in your architectural coating formulas.
So today, we'd like to introduce the audience to Lab Assistant. Lab Assistant is our new web app, which allows users to quickly find solutions to their additive and resin needs for architectural coatings formulations. It is sure to bring value to formulators looking for starting points to their formulation. With that said, I'd like to dive into some discussion on this new tool with Erin and John. So, Erin, can you tell us what is Lab Assistant?
Yeah, sure. So thanks, Tony. As you said earlier, Lab Assistant is our new digital formulation helper. And what I like about this product and what I'm excited about is that it cuts out all the guesswork and essentially helps our customers get to solutions faster. Right now, our tool is available for our architectural coatings customers, and we will soon make it available to the other industries that we serve, like industrial and construction solutions. When our customers get access to this new tool, they essentially are able to explore both dispersions and additives to create essentially a full picture solution for their needs, which is part of what we do here at BASF. It contains all of our technical data as well as registration sheets for our products. You can also get product recommendations based on your specific application needs. And our tool even allows customers to explore formulations and connect with our world-class experts to answer any questions they may have, both about supply as well as some of the more technical and application work that's needed when you're formulating for coatings.
That's really exciting, Erin. You think you can do a quick demo on how to use the tool?
Sure, love to. So right now, I am logged into Lab Assistant. So as you can see, each person will have their own personalized homepage. Here you have different drop-down menus or different tabs that you can click to send you directly where you want to go. So our first tab here lists all of the products listed under architectural coatings, both the dispersions as well as additives. You can also filter projects here or products here based on application. Also based on the type of chemistry, whether we're talking about binders or resins, and then also looking at additives. Oops. And then also sustainability. This is a big factor when we look at architectural coatings. And so we have some key sustainability elements here that help customers get to certain products easier. And then also based on some of the value that our products bring. So there's a lot of different advantages to our BASF coatings and our additives, and we have a whole list here of different advantages that customers can filter through as well. And then when you click on formulations, you can also see some of the formulations that we have listed here under Lab Assistant for different needs. And then again, to get in touch with specific experts, you will have a link here where you can click on different topics, different questions that you may have, and type your question in here to get feedback from our experts within 24 hours. But going back to the home page here, we have these little boxes that also highlight some of the products that we're very proud of, some of our products that add true value to our customers. And then this is also based on some of the products that, based on your search history. So the more you use this tool, the more the tool becomes familiar with you. Again, all of this is based on being registered with our tool as a customer. So you would have to register and then get approval from BASF to use it. But it has all of the information essentially in a one-stop shop so that you can get to decisions easier and solutions faster.
Thanks for that great overview, Erin. I'd like to ask John, how can the tool be used to detect recommended products for the end use needed?
Well, thank you, Tony. That's an excellent question. And now let me take the presentation from page and share my screen. So if we go back here to where Erin so kindly showed us the home page, and you notice I too am also signed in here, which is important to use the full benefits of the Lab Assistant feature. We have two ways we can go and look for products. If you know what you're looking for, you could simply just type it in here, and it will find the material. Now, aha, I did a typing error. So the one thing about this feature is you need to type it in exactly how it's formatted in Lab Assistant, which may, give you some headaches, but is usable. But then you can just click on the product. When you click on the product here, you see you come up with the basic information. So quick synopsis of what the product is, where it's recommended for use. If you go to the properties, you now get the basic composition or physical data on the products. In this case, it's giving you the pH value, the viscosity of the material, the solids, and the VOC content. If we go to additional formulation, here's where you can dig deeper on the material itself. You can click on the tech data sheet, download a tech data sheet here, which will come in a PDF file, open it up, and get the full technical literature on the material. And also here, just to show you if there's any special brochures or literature available, this will be highlighted. Again, it will download and you can look at it real quickly. Any other information sheets, but also you can get a SDS. Now the SDSs we are showing here come in 6 versions. There are the 2 for Mexico in English and Spanish, the 2 for Canada in English and French, and 2 for the US in English and Spanish. I'm going to click on the US English version here. And for this, you do need a little bit of patience because it will take a few seconds to download because it's going right into the system of BASF to get the most up-to-date SDS, be sure it's all accurate and up to the current information. So just some examples of how you can use the Lab Assistant protocol. We can click on the back arrow here and get back to our home page, or we can click right here back to home page. Another way would be if we go to products and we can filter. As Erin was showing earlier, you can filter products. Now here you can check off as many or as few boxes as you like. It doesn't matter. The more boxes you check off, the more limiting will be the products shown to you. So if we go to, say, interior products, or products for interior coatings, and we go to the additives section, and we can say, okay, I'm looking for a defoamer. So right now it says we have 35 choices of products to pick from. We could simply go over here and scroll down to pick one. For example, we can pick this Foam Star ST2420, and it will bring us right to that page I just showed you for the Dispex AA4144EB. It brings you can get your basic information, you can get your basic properties, and you can get your tech data sheet and safety information, as well as any other added value to the material. Again, we can back up. We can go back to the overview here by clicking on that box there, and we can go back to the filtering products. We have too many here. Would we like to further filter our materials? So we can just keep opening here and say, okay, let's just go to these emulsion-based foams, of which there are now 2 choices here. Again, if they're highlighted, if it's highlighted, it means it's a primary recommendation, as you see out here with best choice, whereas this one is be a good choice. But here we're highlighting this for this interior coating as a best choice and first choice selection for use. Again, we can click on the product and get the information as we saw in the other 2 examples. Again, we can go back to overview. If we'd like to then eliminate or say further our selection, we can go right up here and eliminate one of the filters. We can always just go back to that filter list and just open the boxes up. And again, we can unfilter here again. So many ways to go about it, but hopefully it's all easy and intuitive to you that you can find your way around and get right to the products that you will do the job for you.
That is really neat, John. I'm liking what I see. I like the fact that there's so much flexibility in the app. With that said, I was wondering, can you walk us through the formulation section of Lab Assistant? I'm not sure if you covered that.
No, I did not. Well, thank you, Tony. That's a whole nother aspect. And let me get the screen control back here and share. Okay, thank you, Paige. But to share my screen again and go back to my Lab Assistant. So here you see a formulations list. Again, it works very similarly to what we just saw with finding the products. We can click on the formulations. We can either scroll through if we know one we're looking for, or we can filter. So say we're filtering for an application. Maybe we'll stick again with interior coatings. We can stop here. We have 19 formulas to select from here. Or we can further define. Do we want 100% acrylics? Okay, now we're down to 18 formulations. We want to look at certain advantages of the formulation. Are we interested in stain resistance? Okay, now we are down to 8 formulations. So we can continue to filter and filter to reduce the number of samples we're looking at. And again, each one can be removed. We can go back by clicking there, or we can delete a filter up here in this box. If we continue looking through here, then we can say, okay, we have 8 formulations here. We can simply click on a formulation. This gives us the basic information, the formulation number, which is an internal code here for BASF, that if you wanted to talk to the expert at BASF or question a formulation, you can use this code number to identify the system you're looking at. And again, the properties of this material, for example, its glosses is 0 to 5, the KU is 100 to 110. And when you're signed in, you can actually get the formulation. So the key thing here, the very wonderful piece here, is that you can see the formulation, you can see the amounts of materials here to make the product, you can see some instructions on how to make it, give you some properties of the formula, but it also highlights then the materials that are supplied by BASF. So you see they're bolder printed. And you can click right on that material. If I click here on the polymer used in the system, this Acronol Edge 4750, it'll go to that information page like we just saw previously on the additives that I clicked on. And you'll get right back to this page, the basic information on the polymer, the properties of it, and you can get the basic information on that material. So I think it's very useful, and you can always go back on this back arrow here to see back to the formulation that you started at. So I hope you can find this useful. This is a very preliminary and quick screening of the tool. There is a lot more functionality behind all this, but we think it's very intuitive and easy to use.
Well, thank you, John, for taking us through that really awesome introductory deep dive of the tool. Well, with that said, that's a wrap for today. I just want to thank again Erin and John for enlightening us on what Lab Assistant is and encourage all of our listeners to check it out. You can get more information at a variety of sites. So the first one I would recommend is www.lab-assistant.basf.com. That's www.lab-assistant.basf.com. You can also check out our website, our main website that is, at basf.us/dpsolutions, or send us an email at formulation-additives-nafta@basf.com. So thank you all for your time and listening to what we had to bring to you today. We look forward to further engagement with all of our customers. Have a great day.